Hi, I am Professor Connie James from Pepperdine University, and I am a co-author on a paper with another Pepperdine professor, Howard Jean-Denis. The title of our paper was An African Perspective on Strategic Leadership. Our principal question was, what does the African diaspora leadership, particularly for two terms, Ubuntu and Leku, have to say to the Western world about strategic leadership? And our rationale for including these two concepts is just that there is a changing environment. There's the rise of decentralization, there's democratization, there are younger groups that are more powerful socially. They can unite with social media and explode issues. And so what do these terms have that can contribute to what we understand about strategic leadership? So some of the things that they contribute is that the leaders are more about listening and understanding. They're slower to be as decisive and quick with judgments. They're trying to get more out of their leaders. They're developing strategic leaders at different levels. They are looking at them in terms of communities, not just in terms of the functional organizational structure and hierarchies. So they understand that these emergent groups may also be very powerful. We have examples of same issues on high performance teams. Doc Rivers is an Ubuntu coach, and he used it to win a title with the Celtics. We also have other people like Howard Schultz who use Ubuntu. So we have some examples of some pretty powerful leaders that are using it. But how we use it is distinctive. Leku brings in the notion of courtyard and community, particularly for groups that are disenfranchised, that don't particularly love authority. So you have them in your organization. So what do you do to bring them to the table? And how do you maximize their potential and their growth? And part of it is letting them come up with some of the answers, helping them understand the questions instead of always giving the answers. So Ubuntu leaders, like you can think of Nelson Mandela as kind of a classic Ubuntu leader, they tend to think about this larger picture and how do we bring the different groups together? How can we bridge the gaps? How can we help them understand each other? How can we understand them better? And how can we bring them to the table, think of them more humanely? Ubuntu is the notion of my humanity is your humanity. Leku is a courtyard, and using those concepts we think can really help leaders across the globe, but especially meaningful right now in the issues we're dealing with in the West.